So we'll be dealing with industrial sickness. We will start with the introduction of industrial sickness. So industry, what do you mean by industry? Industry is nothing but combining all the firms together, we will get an industry. What happens when this industry becomes sick? When it has huge debt, that is the loan payment, and the industry is not having so much of capacity to pay the loans, and the registration of that particular industry is less than 7 years. An industry or a company, if there is accumulated losses, it should be equal to net worth. Okay, and if net worth would exceed apart from that accumulated losses, then the loss should be immediately of the preceding year, that is of the prior year. For instance, okay, like an industry, if we will come to know that 2016 it is facing loss, means we will calculate it of 2015, then only will come to know that 2016 is of loss. Now we will move on to meaning of industrial sickness. Industrial sickness, it refers to a situation where an industry performs very badly in an economy. It is incurring loss for several years, and it has a huge debt payment, that is the loan payment of that particular company or organization. There are different views by different persons, like to a layman, sick unit which is one which is not healthy; to an investor, one which skips dividend; then to an industrialist, one which is making losses; and to a banker which incurred cash losses in previous years and is likely to repeat performance in current and following years. Now we will move on to the definition. So according to Reserve Bank of India, a sick unit is one which incurs cash losses for 1 year, and which is the judgment of the bank is likely to incur losses for the current year as well as the following years, and which has imbalance in its financial structures, such as current ratio of less than 1:1 and worsening debt equity ratio, total outside liabilities to net worth. This means a sick unit which is incurred loss, cash loss in the current year, and from that unit it has been expected that for the coming year in future that particular industry will be facing loss, and that financial structure of that particular unit becomes worse. The current ratio will become less than 1:1 and the debt ratio becomes worsening. Words, the definition is given as a sick unit is that which is incurred cash losses for 1 year and is likely to continue incurring cash losses for the current year as well as for the following year, and the unit has imbalance in the financial structure. Next we will move on to the symptoms or signals of industrial sickness. The committee identifies certain signals which could be quite helpful in the dictation of industrial sickness at the beginning and incident stage. Following are the signals of industrial sickness. So first one is decline in capacity utilization, which will be as there is least production in a particular industry, the capacity of utilization in that particular industry will also decline. This is the first symptom of industrial sickness. Second one is shortage of liquid funds to meet the short-term obligations. As industries will be in debt and they will be having a burden of repayment, they will be facing the short-term obligations. Third one is inventories in excessive quantities. When there is least demand for that particular product produced in an economy or an industry, there will be a loss for that particular industry. Some of the industries may not provide proper type of data to the banks and other financial institutions, and it is one of the type of sickness. Next symptom is irregularities in maintaining bank accounts. Industries will not be so much of concerned in maintaining the bank accounts. Next is frequent breakdown in plants and equipments. So when there is least production in an economy, the machines which they will be purchasing will be like a loss for the particular sector. as the industries will not be producing the best quality of products. Because of that, the services will also be rendered and there will be decline in the quality of products. Next one is delay or default in payment of statutory dues. As the industries will be taking loan for their upliftment, but they will fail to repay the loans. So this will become as another symptom of industrial sickness. Next, we'll move on to the causes of industrial sickness. So there are two causes of industrial sickness: internal causes and external causes. Internal causes are those causes that can be controlled by the particular industry. Only it is controllable factor. It can be recovered. But external causes are the causes which are not under control of particular organization or industry. We can keep it flexible in external causes. First one is government policy. Policy is nothing but the rules and regulations which will be framed by the government. Now it is the duty of each and every industry to follow the rules and regulations, and if it is a sick industry, it will be facing much difficulty if the rules are very much tough for a particular industry to follow. This becomes as the first cause. Second one is erratic supply of inputs. The inputs which are supplied to that particular organization or industry is very much least, and it becomes as external cause for the of a particular industry. Next is demand and credit restraints. Credit is nothing but the loan facilities which will be taken by the particular industries, and this will be comprising of what? This will be comprising of the duration of time of retainment, repayment, etc. And this becomes as the third cause. Fourth one is technological factors. Technology factors is nothing but if there is not upgraded techniques used by a particular industries, because of that also the production will be failed. Next one is power cut. Power cut is nothing but no proper type of power supply to that particular industries. So this power supply is not in the hands of industry, it is in the hands of government, and this becomes as an external cause. Now we will move on to the internal causes. Internal causes, what the particular industry is facing. Like first one is outdated technology. Because of old primitive techniques utilized in a particular industries, the production gets weaker and there is least production in that particular industry, and this becomes as an internal cause. This is the first cause. Second one is financial problem. Next one is financial problem. So many of the industries will be facing from this problem, and it is one of the internal cause of industrial sickness, where there will be lack of finance for that particular industries. And if they are taking loan facilities also from the particular any of the institute, that is either from any of the banks or from any of the private institutions, they will be like very much in burden to repay the loans. This is another financial problem. Next comes as management problems. They will be like lacking of skills and talents. So they will be like, some industries will be having very much good management skills, whereas others will be having very much least management or worst management skills. And if there is the least management skills in that particular industries, there will be a lot of chaos and confusion in that particular industries, and this creates a lot of problems to the particular persons who are working in that particular industries. Next comes as labor problems. Laborers, when they are hired, they will be like they should adopt some skills, talents. Labor problem, it comprises of the skills of a laborer. If many of the laborers are not having proper type of skills, then it will be affected the production part of the particular industries. Next is marketing sickness. This is another part which affects the industries, especially on small scale industries. It includes wrong demand forecasting, selection in appropriate products mixture, absence of product planning, wrong market research method, and bad sales promotion, etc. These were all the causes of industrial sickness. Now we will see what are the remedies taken for the industrial sickness. The measures taken for the revival of sick units are technical help, professional counseling, improved management. The role of professionals and experienced management becomes more important in times of sickness. Steps taken by banks. So first, commercial banks provide various concessions to sick units in a bid of to rehabilitate them. Then RBI has set up a special cell to monitor the performance of sick units and to suggest corrective measures in regard to their rehabilitations. Then again, government has overtaken management a number of sick units undertakings under the provision of Industries Act 1951. Banks are also giving adequate loan facilities for the sick units. Then again, with least interest rate. Proper Next is proper project planning. So here, location of the project, availability of raw materials, availability of labor and technical staff, availability of finance at reasonable rates, all will be derived in this proper project plan. Government is taking many of the projects by which there should be upliftment in an particular industries, like location of the particular project, which industries are much in sick units, those industries are concentrated, availability of raw materials, so that they should get the proper raw materials, okay, good quality of raw materials. Then availability of labor and technical staff. Laborers should be getting the training facilities. They will just check the skills, and they will provide the this technological strategies for them, and they will appoint it. Then lastly, the availability of finance at reasonable rates. Whenever they are getting the loan facilities also from either the banks or from either of the private institutions, the rate of interest should be reasonable so that they should repay it. Next comes as a proper market analysis. It consists of demand forecasting, study of opportunities, threats and environment, consumer taste and preferences, availability of reliable distributors, etc. Demand forecasting comprises of the sales of the previous years of that particular industries, and looking towards that, if the sales are least, that industry will be facing the sickness, and to improve that sickness, the measures have been taken place. Then again, study of opportunities and threats of the next is consumer taste and preferences. Taste and preferences of the consumers also matters. Here in the marketing analysis, it is one of the prevention methods. Whatever the consumer prefers, those products are produced in a particular industry. Next measure is availability of reliable distributors. So these were the preventive measures taken by the particular government. Thus, in the conclusion part, we may come to know that sick units, it needs efficient management, the top level executive, and executing the turnaround strategy. Thank you.